Hello to my Stillman College family. This is Reverend Eva Melton from Birmingham, Alabama. It is a privilege to greet you today. We are in rapidly changing situations with COVID 19. You're having to complete your semester in a drastically different way than what you started it. None of us really know what tomorrow may bring as far as the counts and how this virus continues to change. But I want to remind you it is still a season of purpose. May sound strange, but yes, it is still a season of purpose. It has been said that the most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. And so, while there could be various things to focus on in your life right now, allow your purpose to be your anchor and provide direction in this season. I liken our purpose to the North Star. Out of all of the visible elements in the sky at night, the North Star is used to provide direction. If you stepped outside on any given night and located the North Star, the direction you would be looking is always north. Once you know north, you can gauge east, west, and south. The North Star is clearly visible at night, and it is never a moving target. And all the elements around the North Star in the sky rotate around it as the North Star stands still. Let purpose be your North Star in this season. Purpose allows us to gauge if we're living a progressive life. And if we ever lose our way, a clear sense of purpose can get us back on track. And like the North Star, purpose should be fixated in our lives and in our plans in such a way that everything else revolves around it. Our course load decisions, our relationships, our friendships, our mentors. When we live on purpose, the game changes and we level up in so many ways. In his book, Just Mercy, attorney Brian Stevenson introduces us to the day he found his purpose or when his North Star was revealed to him. Although he was in one of the top law schools in the nation, in the world, at Harvard Law, he didn't have a passion for his path and he was simply just in law school. But when he took an internship in the South one summer, he was dedicated to representing those that were on death row who had no lawyers or seemingly didn't have right to counsel. And his book opens with this story of how he meets this death row inmate named Henry and how that conversation, how that interaction changed the trajectory of his life. Why? Because his interaction with Henry allowed him to feel a passion, allowed him to find his North Star. And following his North Star led him to founding the Equal Justice Initiative right here in Montgomery, Alabama. Even the wisdom of Proverbs enlightens us. Proverbs 19:21 says, many plans are in a man's mind, but it is the Lord's purpose for him that will stand. And some versions say that will prevail. And this verse emphasizes out of all the plans we make, the dreams we have, purpose will prevail. And this verse also gives us a clear indication of the source of our purpose, our Creator. You were created with purpose in mind. You were not randomly crafted. Your Creator had a plan for you in mind, and that plan is marvelous. No matter how you feel right now, no matter the uncertainty, that plan is still marvelous. It is not canceled out. Also, I want you to consider the words of the prophet Jeremiah in a pivotal moment in his life. God said to him, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you and I approved of you as my chosen instrument. And before you were born, I consecrated you and have appointed you as a prophet to the nations. And while this message is to Jeremiah in his lifetime, this message most certainly applies to us today. Sometimes what I do with this passage, I put my name in the blank where Jeremiah would fit to encourage myself. So it looks like this. Before I formed you in the womb, Eva, I knew you and approved of you as my chosen instrument. So why don't you try with me this time? Before I formed you in the womb, put your name here, I knew you and approved of you as my chosen instrument. Did that encourage you? Because when I say it, it encourages me. And perhaps saying that and reminding yourself that before you came into this world, God had a plan and purpose for you. And so if you feel lost right now, if you feel hopeless right now, allow the light of your own North Star to guide you back to your path. Your purpose may be the very thing that gets you through this season. Your purpose may be the very thing that gets you through this season. I want to affirm for you that God loves you, God cares for you, and God most certainly planted seeds of purpose on the inside of you. This has been Pastor Eva. May God bless you and God keep you, Stillman College, until we meet again. Bye bye.